Hi guys, my name is Jack Lindsay, and as I'm sure you can already tell by the title, this video is about past simple and present perfect. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because I can't seem to understand why no one can make a simple explanation for this. It's not that complicated, it's not that hard. They fill your head up with all these words like, oh, it's the past participle here, and we have to move this there, and it doesn't have to be that complicated, okay? So I'm going to try and make it as simple as possible, and then I will finish my rant some other time, all right? So, past simple, everyone knows. I went to the movies last Sunday, okay? But I really want you to pay attention to that ending there, last Sunday. It's a time. I cleaned my room last month, okay? So we get this specific time in the past, and that's when we need the past simple tense. Now, where does present perfect come in? Present perfect is when we have something in the past that we don't know when it happened, or we don't care to explain when it happened. So you can think of it like life experience, okay? So I have been to Florida, okay? When? I don't know. I don't care. It's not about that. The point is, sometime from the beginning of my life until today, that event took place. So, I went to the movies last week, or I went to see Iron Man last week, yeah? Or I have seen Iron Man. So we see the difference is one is just an experience, something that we've done, and the other is a specific point in time that it happened. Now, some of you may be thinking, oh, I've been in an English class and I've heard the response, I saw Batman. Okay, yes. But if the teacher or if the other person asks you, what did you do last weekend? Oh, I saw Batman. The time has already been implied. So if we know the time, if the time has been implied, or we say the time, it's past simple. Now, if we don't know the time, we don't care to explain the time, or we're just telling someone about our past experience in life or whatever, we use present perfect. So, I don't think people need to get this crazy about how to explain things in English. Now, I'm making this video because I've seen a lot of people out there that don't seem to know what they're doing. They get a TEFL or whatever the Cambridge equivalent is and think that they can teach English because they know the rules. But English is not a math formula. English is not something you put in one after another after another. I mean, if you speak like that, if you learn like that, you're going to sound like a robot. So, you need to break past that barrier between sounding like you know a language and sounding fluent or native to that language. I'm not getting paid for this video, and yeah, I've got a company that I can promote, and I will at the end of this video, but the reason I'm making this video is to see kind of how the reaction is of the ESL group, the English as a Second Language group, to see if this is something that you guys are interested in, if this sounds simpler than people are making it. Now, the grammar Nazis out there, I'm sure there's an exception somewhere. There's always an exception, especially in English. You want to talk about exceptions, look at prepositions. Those are nearly impossible to break down into rules. But that's all the more reason it should be categorized in a more simple way. So I just explained present perfect and past simple without using a board. And I assume it was simple enough. I'm an English teacher. I've done this before. People seem to learn quicker with this method. So if you feel like this has helped you, throw a like down at the bottom, subscribe. If I get, I don't know, 400, 500 likes or views or whatever, share it with your friends, then maybe I'll continue this series. But this is something that's always overcomplicated, and I wanted to make it as simple as possible. So tell me what you think. Let me know if you liked it. If you didn't like it, if you hate it, let me know. Take care, guys.